And now the Education Minister, Yao Duchum, is charging the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, to work in collaboration with tertiary institutions to realign the university curriculum to ensure a seamless accommodation of students from STEM and vocational institutions who are learning AI courses such as robotics and also computer sciences. According to the minister, the children in their pre-tertiary schools have the hands-on training in these fields, hence the need for a seamless transition into the tertiary institutions.
With the fast development of technology and artificial intelligence in Africa, its impact on everyday life cannot be underestimated. Ghana's Education Minister, Dr. Yao Duchum, is confident the introduction of AI and advanced technology in the Ghanaian education system will improve educational outcomes.
So AI is critical for proficiency in various subjects. But beyond that, I think the most critical aspect of it is that it can be a teaching tool. And AI can predict, tell a teacher, focus on this, and this student will do better. And I think it allows for us to really get rid of learning poverty. We are doing some great things in this country, but AI will give us a very important mechanism to really do much better and catch up and make sure we bridge the learning gap between us and other developed countries.
The minister also charged the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC, to work in collaboration with tertiary institutions to realign the university curriculum to ensure a seamless accommodation of students from STEM and vocational institutions who are learning AI courses.
Now, if you begin to take a look at what is happening in the high school space, you go to Accra High and you see that they are doing engineering sciences. We have new STEM schools that are functioning, from Abomusu to Pasempe to all these places. Children are inventing and flying drones like at Afia Kubiampim. Our tertiary institutions have to now begin to look at how they accommodate the learning needs of these new students who are using their minds and using their hands in designing robots and doing so many unique things. So we have to, GTEC has to work with tertiary education institutions. Already NACA is designing new high school curriculum which has involved the universities. So the idea is to make sure that we have a seamless transition from high school to the university, so far as the ICT field is concerned.
The conference on the impact of artificial intelligence and ICT on Ghana's education was organized by the Education Ministry in collaboration with Yonsei University of Korea. It is to deliberate on how Ghana can learn from the Korean experience to develop the Ghanaian system. Jang Sain Kim is the head of research for the university.
Korea was the poorest country in the world in 1960s and 70s, and Ghana was much advanced than Korea in 1970s. But now Korea has been one of the leading countries in economy and society in the world level. But we believe that our experiences and knowledge and insight can be shared with our colleagues in Ghana, so that's why we are here.
On how Ghana can position herself to reap the full benefits of AI and technology, he believes the training must start at the basic levels.
Well, today I invited many high school students. They are our future. Then we need to focus on junior high school and primary school students. And when they grow up, they will use ICT. Just as we use a fork and knife, they will use ICT and AI, and they will make their own way of strategic development in Ghana society.
With this collaboration between Ghana and the Republic of Korea, Ghana is hopeful of leveraging the Korean experience and expertise to develop a sustainable education in AI and ICT in order to reap the full benefits.
And our policy think tank, Imani Ghana, is proposing a standard of ethics that will benefit humanity in the wake of the gradual acceptance of artificial intelligence in all aspects of life. Although Imani Ghana contends that Ghana is still at an early stage of adoption of AI, it has indicated the need for a framework to benefit the people while defining the direction to adopt it. Vice President of Imani, Salon Brantier, who was speaking on the Super Morning Show, indicated the failure to do so will deepen the inequality gap.
I believe that we are at that point where some standards of ethics would ensure that there would be the mainstream AI that would benefit humanity, and work will be done to create that preventative systems or platforms that will ensure that errant AI, technology, would not interfere with our framework of life as we have it now. And those are discussions that are going on. But you see, we are still at the very nascent stage where we do not even know the extent to which this is going to really affect us. For some of us, that is the benefit is that we can sit back in the developing world and watch how some of these things pan out so that we can then tune whatever is there to benefit us as a people. But you see, we should begin to look inside ourselves, as a country, as a people, as a nation, and define what we want to do. If we are a country that is benefiting from extractive resources, how are we going to work towards building our AI to ensure that our extractive resources are safeguarded to ensure economic growth? Because one of the things that AI is going to do is that it's going to, there's a possibility that it's going to enhance economic inequality, where those with access to AI tools are going to benefit way better than those without them, which means that in certain professions, if you use or deploy AI tools, your competitive advantage would be such that you would be reaping far more benefits economically than others. So then it means that there will be that inequality gap that will begin to exist. And that will start existing because this world is a globally competitive one. And if we sit down and then we look into the skies, we are going to have a lot of foreign companies who are deploying these AI solutions beat us, the local ones, even to things that we want to do locally. So then we have to look into ourselves and ask ourselves, how do we use any system or any technology that has been deployed to benefit us as a people in a way that we can now replicate such things across the world and be also innovators, pioneers and things, and then rather be a net exporter of the technology and the innovation.
Our private legal practitioner, Christopher Nuku, asserts that Ghana currently lacks the capacity to introduce legislation governing the use and development of AI.
I think the first step is building understanding of how these technologies work. Because currently there's a lot of misinformation and misconception about how AI works. So, for instance, AI is not a product. AI is a technology that is being used to develop and influence how services and products are developed across various sectors. So, first thing we must do as a country is to understand the full extent and scope of how these technologies are influencing things we are concerned about. Because it is from that standpoint that we'll be able to properly put in policies and programs that harnesses the full benefits of these technologies. Because without understanding, trust me, we'll put in legislation, we'll put in policies that do not address the real uses and concerns for these technologies that are emerging. And I'm not sure we've seen the end of it, but we have the potential, but currently we do not have the capacity to be able to do anything as far as legislating the development and use of these technologies are concerned.
Package of the Pulse. I'm Blessed Sogan. Log on to myjoyonline.com. Lots of stories there for you to catch up on. It's been a pleasure serving you here on the Pulse. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye for now. Next is Let's Talk Showbiz. Thanks for watching.